Hello, and welcome to Looky Looky Loo. I'm Candace, and I'm here today trying to make a ruffle. And I've done 2 videos that may or may not get uploaded. But yeah, I'm trying to make a little cloth ruffle. And in between that, figure out how to make flower out of my cloth ruffles. Has just seemed to be an idea that came into my head, and I kind of sort of can make one, but kind of not really. I've seen it done a million times, but of course I can't remember. And doesn't that kind of look like a flower? I don't remember what they done. Some of them went in a circle, and they twisted as they went. And around over here, and they twisted this side. Made a twist over there, and a twist over there, and kept on going and kept on twisting. Yeah. But that ain't the kind of flower I was trying to make. Well, I wasn't even trying to make a flower. That just kind of got my brain sidetracked. And hey, that would make a pretty good flower if you could figure it out. That might make a pretty good flower. You got to get the roughly right, and I ain't got the roughly right. So I don't know how to make a ruffle. I've seen it done 1,000 times. I've seen it done, watched it, rewatched it, and I don't know what they was doing that I'm not doing. So I'm babbling, and I thought that making a ruffle would be a fairly easy video. You have a piece of material and you run a string down the middle and tie it off. That's a ruffle. Okay, well, shouldn't any butthead be able to do that? So I don't understand why I'm having the troubles. Okay, so I want it to be about 4 inches long and have, maybe I just ain't got enough string or ruffle for the amount of string that I think is 4 inches. Maybe it's the whole measurement thing. Because now at this point, that looks pretty good, but it's only 3 inches. Don't you think that looks pretty good? Well, there's a smaller needle, but where'd it go? Where'd it go? Man, I can't see nothing. Well, I dropped it, y'all. It was attached to a string and I dropped it. Can't find it. So how do you tie off this end to get it to stay there? I guess you just butt 2 of these things together. Alright. Well, I can't do that because I already pulled the needle out. My knots won't hold. Okay. Get this on here. This is a practice piece. So nothing I do really matters. Well, I got the knot way up there. ain't gonna matter because I can't get this not big enough. It'll go right through the material. Well, maybe I hold a little bit for me to play with it. Get my mufflies the way I want them. It done pulled out this end too. But I can live with that. Okay, so that would be about 3 inches. And that's okay. They don't all have to be the exact same size. And they don't have to be the exact same fullness. Where'd my needle go? Okay, I gotta find that needle. Well, I just can't make a decent video today, y'all. I think that's cute. Now if I can figure out how to make a flower, I would really be happy. I have to go back and watch some flower. Maybe I gotta run it on the edge to make a flower, but I think that would make a cute flower. You see? Minus this clump of string here. Yeah. You put a button in the middle and you have a little cute flower. I have to go back and watch again. Take some more notes. Because I can't remember. I shouldn't have to take notes on something so simple. But I do. So I'm getting over it and I'm going to go do that as soon as I find my needle. Okay, so in case any of the other 2 videos I made don't make it, and this one does, I made these little cards up with these little strips of material to go on my patchwork pages, just to fill in spots or to cover up the seams, or to make little ruffles with. Just as little cloth type ribbon things to play with. And this is my new 3rd sheet, and I'm going to put these ruffles all over my 3rd new sheet in any which way. But I didn't just have a needle, and I can't find it. I heard it fall on my mat, but I can't see it. So that's what we're doing. You can see it pointed out. Oh, I dropped one, y'all. I guess this is a talkie video, not a Dewey video. And it went on the floor. And I heard it hit the floor. And of course my big dog Bear is on the floor, under the desk. He sits right under me all the time. So I didn't know what to do. I had to get the needle and get it without her getting into it. So that was a terrible thing. So I never tell her get out from the desk. But so I was down there trying to get her out from the desk, and that just scared her. And it just made her freeze and stay there. And she was moving her feet all around and sliding her all around on her tummy under there, trying to move around. And she didn't know what was going on, and she just had the most pitiful look on her face. But I was really scared that she was going to get that needle in her paw, or get it trapped up in her fur, and I wouldn't be able to find it. But I did find it, and she didn't get stuck with it. But boy, that was scary to me, for that needle to hit the floor like that. And I'm glad it did hit the floor, because if it was up in her fur, she's a medium long-haired dog. I'd have never found it. And if she licked herself and got that needle, I'd have been just in a terrible, terrible, terrible state. but it all worked out. And see, like this needle was hooked on one of these strings, and it hit my desk, and I saw it, and now it's not here nowhere. And I've cleaned everything. I've been running my hand over everything. Okay, I had a needle that I was sewing with, and that was an extra needle that was in my cushion. But when I picked up this thread, it pulled it out of the cushion. And now I've got a lost needle. Man. I don't like to have lost needles. See, there's one. I usually have there. I should probably count them. I should probably keep count of how many needles I got out. See, that's when I was using. No, I was using the long, thin one. Well, not that one. See, it's a bigger, fat needle too. It's not in this little bit of thread. Well, it don't look like I'm making a video today, y'all. Not one worth uploading. Okay, it ain't in this string. It's not in there. It's not in there. Not in there. Now, I can't imagine sewing. I sewed. I have proof right here. My needle. It's got to be somewhere. It's not in there. It's not in there. It's not in there. Not in there. All right. And there is under the desk. Okay. It was right here. I heard it ping on my mat. It didn't roll anywhere. My nephew gave me these magnets. Shoot, 12 or 15, 20 years ago. And I put them in this little jar, and they've been there ever since. And these are how I found the needle on the floor. So I am going over my clothes, y'all, with a magnet. They'll pick up that. If the needle fell on me before I try to get up, excuse me, and try to find my darn needle. Did y'all see what I did with it? Maybe I should go back and watch the video. All right, y'all. The needle search continues. Sorry. See, now I gotta find this needle. It'll pick it up. If it gets anywhere near it, then it can pick it up. It'll pick it up. Oh, hey, look at that. Picked up my toenail clippers. Alright, I had a Pacific needle, right? It was a long, thin one. This is the short, fat one. Had a long, thin hole, but it was shorter. It was short and fat. This could possibly be it, but I think that eye is too big. So it's a big-eyed needle. And that wasn't it. I should be able to spot it. It ain't in here. That might be a good needle. That'd be a good needle for what I'm doing. But they're not the needles that... This would be a good needle too. A little short. Nope, that's myself serving. Okay, it ain't in there. It's your doorbell, guys. Okay, I will see you on the next video.